Alright, I'm very excited to present a new series called Creating Your First Successful Business. And basically, why I'm creating this business, or let's say these videos, because my goal is to basically create these videos for my younger self or the person who are currently struggling with making a successful business. And I know how hard it is. I know basically everything, how to create one, and I know many people struggle how to overcome some barriers. For example, I have many friends that started business and failed because they don't have a right knowledge. And my basically series, I almost film everyday videos and basically like update you what's going on, what I'm doing, and maybe you're interested to do something same or like you see my mistakes and you don't need to repeat them. So sorry for broken English because my English is still improving, needs still some time to work on it, but basically our start will be this video, and I'm going to show you step by step what I'm thinking, what I'm using, and how I will structure myself for success. So actually, I read very interesting two books. The first book is Deep Work, so this is like this one, and another is like Atomic Habits. And Atomic Habits is very important for us to create a systems that we are relying on, not just a will or motivation to do anything. I met countless friends who started business, but they couldn't do what they are said they will do, not because they're stupid or like they don't have what it takes to do it. It's because they don't have an environment where they can succeed. So right now, my goal is to create an environment where you can succeed. So how we will do that? So we have I use Notion calendar. You can do the same, and I basically connect my email, and in this email I will try to predict I will do in the next day. You can plan that even 1 month, 1 week, 1 day. It doesn't matter. What it matters is that you plan your days so you know exactly what you're doing each day. So let's start with my day. And of course, this is not a final version. This is not the perfect version. This is basically what I am thinking that I need to do to succeed. So let's check. So wake up and pray. So basically it's pray for my tattoo because I have like a spiritual tattoo, and I need to wake up, pray, and then basically take cold shower. So why we take a cold shower? First take cold shower because we need to wake up fast. So basically take cold shower, we wake up, we like energized, because usually what I notice, if I take let's say warm shower, I'm become more like sleepy, sluggish. It's much harder to get in this work rhythm. All right. Next one, we have a creatine. Actually, there's studies, and I recommend you to actually see the studies. Studies say that if you use creatine, like I think it's like 10 or 20 grams a day, you significantly improve your cognitive performance. So if you want to achieve more, work more, and have like better results, use creatine. It's also important for your muscle recovery and etc. But yeah, basically very good for brain function too. Then we would also want to do some light movement just to get blood flowing. Just it could be anything like just 10 minutes of some light workout, right? And then what we want to do, at least for my situation, we don't want to waste time. We need to go to work as soon as possible. Also in this time block, I will do coffee. For example, after taking creatine, I will take coffee and I will do deep work. So also, this is very important. For deep work, we're doing like from 90 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes. Sometimes for example, I see that I can work 2 hours, but maybe I will reduce it to like 90 minutes also. But the thing is, we have to focus on deep work, and it's also very important. We have to drink water. Water is very important for our brain function. You have to really understand that you need to drink water, not of course like a lot, but like at least 1 liter every 2 hours, something like that, like when you're working like intense work, because our brain function really needs it. So then after this deep work, we're going to eat. So we're going to eat, rest, and then we're going to do a medium work. So as you can see, we work 4 hours total, and that's another like 1 hour 30 minutes. So probably thinking like, wait, what the hell? You're not working like 8, 9, 10 hours? How is it possible? Well, my friend, this is what I recently actually understood about work and deep work. I was the person who always fucking struggled this so much because I always overworked myself. I got even panic attacks. I was so stressed out always because I always wanted to like work. But the thing is, you can't work that much. And I was like thinking also, so if you can't work that much, how other people work like 8 hours or 9 hours in the same, let's say, company, some random, they actually don't work that much. You can see that they waste time on like Facebook, Instagram, other platforms, and like they email, like writing emails or something like that. It's like they actually do the productive work almost like 2 hours a day, which is insane. Like all the rest time is just wasting time, waste of time. So it's insane if you think about it. So our goal is to maximize this to our advantage. We deep work and then we do like light work. So it's like a hard work, the biggest, hardest tasks. It's like a light work, so just finishing the day off. And then we have the rest day is off. We have to rest and just go with the friends, go just do what you like, hobbies. And this is like basically, this is not accurate at all. This will be not accurate. I'll still manage it, micromanage it. Will make it better, more important, and more structured. But basically, our main goal, for me at least, to create a successful business, I need to use this time blocks very, very effectively in my advantage, right? And how I'm going to do it is I need to structureize, as you can see, for example, this side, planning, what I'm going to do next day. So it cannot be empty. So I have to do something very important and cognitively challenging, like where you need to like to use your brains maximum. And also I want to show you that we don't rise to the levels of our goals, we fall to the systems. And this is very, very accurate because, for example, if you have like like let's say if you have an environment where you have like a TikTok, you can grab your phone for TikTok, you can watch YouTube very easily. You can go, for example, you see on the table loads of snacks like cigarettes and everything. You can, of course, you want to do everything like that. You want to smoke cigarettes, you want to vape, or you want to go eat touched food. But if you remove all these distractions or make it like as hard as possible to reach them, of course you won't do it. And if you make it attractive to do like a deep work, or let's say like focus on your goals, like read a book, then it will be much easier to focus on your goals and achieve them. And another thing, why most of the people don't succeed in anything, because they cannot deep work or deep work long enough time to see the results. So also this book, I also recommend you to read it. It also says about deep work and how deep work affects your quality of life and etc. So deep work versus shallow work. So deep work, we have like these efforts create new value, improve your skills, and are harder to replicate. Especially now, it's important, and like no one can fucking focus for like long periods of time. Like also, you think about everything's competition. If your competition is distracted by TikToks, Instagrams, and other shit, you have a big advantage if you can deep work, no distractions, just use your brain fully in the present. And what is shallow work? That these efforts tend to not create new value in the world and are easy to replicate. And that's why most of the people are in this zone and they struggle to make anything succeed, right? And so all we need right now is only these two books: is Deep Work and Atomic Habits. And also like Atomic Habits, like I strongly recommend you to read this book. So so we want to create business, right? And what kind of business? So right now I have like skills around my skills. So my skills are media buying, scaling DTC brands, and conversion rate optimization, so called CRO. And of course, then there's a creative strategy, which also learning, and it's very interesting because you can do it. And so what I am. So if someone asks a question, that's what you're basically doing. So that's I'm doing like I help small business owners grow their companies through effective advertising. I specialize in improving conversion rates, identifying high-performing creatives, and developing new creatives that drive results. I combine this expertise with strategic media buying to help DTC brands achieve a strong return on investment from their ad spend. So this is what I basically have, and this is where I have a big advantage compared to other people. If you want to have same success like as me, or like if you want to later replicate, because I know I'll be successful, you have to find what are your skills, what are you doing better than other people. Because if you don't have anything that you're better, that's okay, you can learn it. But basically, if you want to get paid, you need to have a skill, right? You cannot just go half-assed anything and expect to get a good income. Money is still value, money is trust. So if you create trust and value, you'll generate a lot of money. And so also we come to this one very, very important question that I always struggle to answer. So what is the most important task? If you could only work for, I say, 1 hour a day, or like what only one task you could do, what would be that one task that will get closer to your goals? So for example, in my situation, I would work on creating YouTube videos, which is like I genuinely have passion for it. I genuinely like to help people to achieve their goals. I just overall enjoy what I'm doing. Then I showcase my skills. So in the future, if I want to have like consultations or like private coaching or anything like that, it's like for me a future possibility to make more money. And yeah, so basically this. And right now I have to showcase. I also have like opportunity to showcase my skills with media buying, scaling DCT brands, conversion rate optimization, and so yeah. So basically, my most important task would be to create YouTube videos. But when I create YouTube videos, I also need to do something to create YouTube videos. You know, understand? So my should be other focus to using my skill to basically create a company or freelancing or anything like that to basically generate a substantial income that I can showcase how I actually do it. So this is what I'm going to focus on right now. I'm going to be a media buyer, scaling DTC brands, and most likely what I want to do, I want to find companies which has a great product, but they don't really know how to use media buying. They don't know how to structure their company to make a lot of money, like fast, like basically like a startups, like generate a lot of income in short period of amount of time. So I'll have to educate, I'll have to showcase my skills. I'm basically creating my personal brand around that. And yeah, and I think it will be very valuable for you to see how I will do everything. So this is like a first video. It will be not very edited. It will be basically like almost every day I showcase what I'm doing. And then yeah, we'll see after a couple years or maybe a couple months where I will be next. So see you in the next video.